Yeah, this is a so-called Mugilan. Of course, hand would be pretty good, otherwise it would be a turn to ring, but alas, it is not. This hand does suck a little bit too. I play Hedge Maze. Play Hedge Maze, maybe. If I find Lotus Field, put back Titan. My move has to 5. Where did I leave the gatos in my house? They just stayed here. That's because Yulia, who's my girlfriend who lives with me, stayed home, so she was able to take care of the cats. So the only way to make this hand great is to draw. I think it's too hard. Let's go to 5. This can go Saga. Put back Woodland Mirrorpool. This is not the worst for a multi-5. Let's meet
He's a
10
phenomenal
win.
control player.
9 months playing tier 0 or 1 deck.
Well, I could Stoneforge, so indeed seems like Storm. Multi-5 play Valkyrie Stoneforge or some other deck that's up to no good like Belcher. Ral. Okay. It's now a turn 3 win, but let's see if we survive till turn 3. Manamorphose.
He's a
So like
phenomenal
Manamorphose is a
player.
better sign if they
Dim
play
your
it than
amulet.
a ritual. If they play a ritual, then I know you're fucked. Okay, multi 5, play turn 2 Ral, cast a few spells, just insta win. Interesting that they did cast ritual into Glimpse. Because you have pass in hand, that doesn't matter. Otherwise, you probably should do it the other way around. Like cast Glimpse first with a ritual still in your hand. Thank you guys for the subs, Perignon and Vantendo. Where have you been? I was in Canada for a week. Now I'm back. Okay. Ritual. Okay, so they probably will manage to flip Ral and Ultral. So we are screwed. Surprising to cast spells first for ulting Ral, isn't it? Because the Ral cards are in different exiles, so I have to look them up here, and they hit kinda not much. Well, it's still plenty. Manamorphose up to 5 mana. Rents Resolve and Valakut Awakening that looks at extra 7 cards. Pass and Flames, okay. This was a thrilling ride through my opponent's rituals. Mr. Streamer took down a 40-man RCQ with Amulet Titan. 402 in Swiss and then top 8. Beat Boros and Frogtide and Tron twice and Jeskai Nulldrifter once. Wanna see my list? Oh, I bet you I do. Show me your list, friend. I'll gladly take a look. If you do it quickly, maybe we can look at it before my opponent storms off fully.
He's a phenomenal control player.
If you had to enter a clothing folding tournament with your favorite item, what kind of clothing item would you fold?
My favorite item, but like just favorite in general, not favorite to fold. Right? So my favorite item, that would be my Amulet Titan deck. But I would really dislike having to fold it. Probably would damage it for good. Clothing wise, t-shirt. What else can you fold? I guess pants can, like jeans, can be easier to fold. Persist Titan. 2 persist. Not that persist. Not that much persist. Ramble plus persist. It's interesting. Wait, not the worst I've ever seen. I played a persist list probably before MH2, actually, so a while ago. Or maybe like right after MH2. For a little bit, one league in Prelim, something like that. It was pretty funny and surprisingly decent at times. Rumble should work great with Analyst too, I think. Rumble was popular for a moment, but I tried that card. It's not very playable in my experience. Just a bad card. Spend mana on very little return. Makes more sense if you want to put cards into your graveyard with it, but that's about it. Vending Bauble against Ral. I was considering that. I did that in the past a few times. It honestly, I think it's not too bad because they actually do rely on Ral's ultimate like half the time. Got Hedge Maze for Vexing Bauble. Other option is Generous Ent and Aftermath Analyst. Yeah, let's go with the Bauble. I guess maybe Rumble pairs up
He's
well
a phenomenal
with
control
like
player.
4 Triads so that you
Welcome
actually
back from
can
Brazil.
make those extra land drops. So I play top land, I play Vestige Explore, rather Amulet Vestige Explore. Then I am still not good enough with a bounce land to summon a Lumra. And not good enough with Lotus Field, so the Grazer is kinda dead. I draw... Before turn 3 I draw 2 draw step cards and an explore, so if I draw a regular land and a bounce land I'm good enough. Except that I'm short on green. That's more than I think we can do better. This does look better. Probably put back Forest or Vexing Bauble or Tolaria West. I don't think I want to put back Tolaria West. I think this is about being fast, so I put back the Vexing Bauble. Is there a good reason to keep the Boseiju? Can I realistically beat Ritual Moon? I don't think so. Just ignore that. Maybe put back Boseiju then. Or I guess then put back Forest is better, except for when the game actually goes awry and they will. half moon, then I think having forest gives me more outs to actually do that. It's pretty hard decision. I want to keep TOS to be able to do something. If I draw bounce lands, they play moon. Well, I know they play moon, but you can't beat moon if Storm ever keeps like a hand that plays a moon before turn 3. I'll just lose. That's not worth trying to fight. Do you know what else is hard? The desk. Fair. When do I side in port? It's for the grindy matchups. So frog. I think I keep that. Bubble Pact combo. O, Ritual Moon, dobra. Nie no, sral. Okay, well the bubble is not fully irrelevant unless it's just Ritual Moon.
He's a
How
phenomenal
is Storm
control
not
player.
winning every tournament?
Exclamation mark SR.
Literally. Every single time. I won there. It just seems crazy that it doesn't. Well, I guess Villain is gonna fizzle out now. People don't register Amulet decks, but tier 1 decks. Sad. Deck's biggest enemy is itself. Well, it doesn't seem like that big of an enemy to me. Don't forget to sack Bubble before casting Pact. Thank you. I will not forget to do that. They have one card now. I guess I'm making a construct. Getting Amulet and just hoping for the next turn. The Tolaria West keep didn't pan out, but with Bubble I'm safe from Ral ulting. So I think I can pass. Make a construct attack Ral. I have one card, 2 lands here. Seems like they're not doing anything. Okay. No i kurwa chuj, no i cześć, no. Po co właściwie wyjebałem mnie? Why not grabbing map here? Because the map doesn't do anything. I want to win, not to fetch a land and just sit there. I would have 3 lands, map, 1 amulet. Yes, not make construct and then have fetch Lotus Field for the next turn. But I just knew that it was right here, so that's why. Basically, I was aiming high instead of aiming low. I guess maybe getting the map was actually better though. Doesn't matter. It's turn 3, I'm like, you know, dead for opponent combo off twice already, right? That's right, turn 3. So yeah, allegedly, like, people say that Storm's biggest enemy is itself, but then my opponent just go ritual on a Mulgan to 5 and win. And they literally don't care. So yeah, I don't know, buddies. Then they have those moons to just hold you harder. further. Really rough. Rough times. After playing a lot of Storm, I don't think Moon is too good in the deck. Unpopular opinion. Oh, it surely is not in general, but against Amulet, like, you know, the fact remains that most people do have Moon in their Storm decks, and against Amulet, it's just like, it's just a killer. On top of being a faster combo deck, they also have Moon. Impossible to circumvent that. Well, I definitely could see having Moon be pretty sucky against most matchups. Storm, and typically how it is, like, Moons kind of suck. Mana screwing people with Moon kind of sucks in general as a strat. Except that against Amulet you like mana screw them, plus you mana screw the Amulet player, plus also you... It's just a Leyline of the Void against that deck. Yeah, basically that's what I said, Wilhelm. You like Moon mana screwing people is just not a strong strat necessarily in Magic the Gathering, but they do that. Villain did not fizzle. We got grape shotted. Our grapes have been shot. Alright, what is Zerkuva on? 18 days ago he played Yawgmoth. I think this hand might be a tiny bit weak. I have both Hanweir and Kessig Wolf Run. That's kind of a mulligan. Saga, get the Amulet, copy Amulet, buy turn 3. Then play Lotus Field, that's 6 mana, so I win if I draw a payoff card. Could also play a Grazer to put both Gardens and Saga into play on turn 2. If I draw an Analyst, probably nothing happens really. So it's not really just that I have to draw a payoff. I have to draw a good one. Titan will be a bit awkward with those in my hand. I guess keeping a Grazer in hand for that reason might be relevant. Drawing a ring is going to be hard to deploy, so it's really Titan or Colossus or perhaps Lumra. So after further consideration, I think I will mulligan 6 lands and Grazer. I can do better on the play. Hey, look, that's 6 lands and Grazer. Can I have my previous hand back? What if, like, they probably should have a rule in Magic where
control player.
Hi, could I please get a refund for all days not
mulligan,
streamed this month?
instead of
Thank
shuffling your hand back, you just set it aside and you draw a new 7 on top of the previous one, and you set the one back and you can just go back to the first 7. Or yeah, OG 7 with 1 card less. Let's go to 5, I think, at this point. Maybe like this. This is gonna be turn 4 kill at least. Turn 4 Titan, I guess. Maybe Colossus. It's not great, but let's see what Zerg actually plays. Probably Yawgmoth indeed, but Overgrown Tomb into Delightful Halfing. Okay. Whoa, that's new. You used to just click. That could be annoying in long turns. You used to just bounce your land when you clicked it. This is secretly a nerf to Amulet, and it's gonna turn some games into timeouts unnecessarily. I see. Concealed Courtyard. So this is the Amalia deck. Ale ekipa się zbiera na stole. Kurwa no. Niezłe ziomki. Unfortunately, Hanweir Might can destroy my Splunking. Could have put Mirrorpool into play, but I don't think that's all that good. It would be reasonable for if villain would, if I would want to combo with Lumra somehow, but I don't know how. I bet he was really smug seeing Hanweir Might in his opener. Probably. Hanweir Might is, the thing is that, yeah, you put it into your deck, one copy to tutor it, and you literally never tutor for it. It's just always raw dog drawing it. It's never about casting a core to find it. It's always about drawing it against your Amulet opponent and then blowing up their Saga or Splunking. Yeah, I don't really understand the Halfling sacrifice. Why did he do that? Discard the bottom. What is the benefit? So he attacked, he doesn't have court for Cauldron Familiar. Because Cauldron Familiar, Samwise Gamgee, and Viscera Seer is an infinite combo. No dobra, zabił mi Splunking i co? That's it? Need an Amulet next turn to win. Also need not to die. I think Cauldron Familiar kills through Ring. Even if it doesn't, then it wouldn't matter because he would get to kill me anyways. See not Scout. No, nie jest stwór. Reveals Forest. Tap the Gilded Goose to play the Synod Scout, so that's a bit weird, maybe. Isn't it? Birthing Ritual, okay. So you could sacrifice a creature to scry 1/2 to find a cat. Bottom. Alright, top 8. I guess top 7 at this point. We know that top 7, we know that 2 bottom cards are not are not Cauldron Familiar, so I guess top 9, more or less. Let's dodge the cat. Amalia, that's not a cat. That said, I need Amulet. I have failed to find Amulet. What now? Probably Boseiju the ritual. So Amalia needs Walker and a land to combo off. If I just let him trigger the ritual, that seems not good. Hopefully he's not gonna try to Boseiju my map because I don't have a stop for that, but... Walker, dobra. Synod Scout. Unfortunately I can't Otawara, I am short on mana. So that means that he attacks for enough life points. Synod Scout, to jest kurwa za deck. Holy shit. Another combo assembled. Let's check if Amalia is maybe an artifact or a Shamend. She is not. Mój ziomek, mój ziomek. Amalia Benavides Aguirre. Broke Goldfish with that request. Anyone birthing in the chat? No dużo tu nie ma. Dumpling Sphere. Tax Collector. Until your next turn, spell 0 point cast costs 1 more to cast. This card is insane. Dobra, poddaję się, bo mi się już nie chce czekać. Dlaczego mam poświęcić sobie tę Amalię? Chyba dla jajec. I think this is a matchup where we dismember Firespot and Pongify. Maybe even Colossal Skyturtle. Because it seems like interacting is important, not to lose. Maybe Skyturtle is a skip, it looks pretty weak. It's a Might deck. I could Battle Downs. Nah, that seems a bit too weak. Ring might be not ideal either. It seems like it's about racing a little bit. It's in my deck too. Okay, let's submit like that. Some random changes made to my deck seems good enough. Who do I think is the best Polish cuber? I think my vote is for Sodek MTG. To be honest, I don't know if Sodek has ever played cube. I just hadn't witnessed that, and he was always the type to bemoan his limited skills and have no trust in them. So he wouldn't be my guess for sure. This hand is gonna struggle. think like this is not gonna win. Okay. Gonna have a protection for Amulet in the form of Splunking, but have to draw some lands. Viskeraser.
He's a phenomenal control
Some
player.
lands, and I do draw Boseiju,
Hi.
which is what I feared when was gonna manifest when I say that, but sometimes life is brutal and doesn't grant you what you want. Boseiju could be useful for birthing ritual in the future, but not very useful as a land currently. Thank you for the sub, Armek 8. Armek 8. I explore. I play all Gruul Turf, bounce back, Crumbling Vestige, annoying, play Vestige, make mana. Whenever you cut down on rings and you mulligan, it's really rough in Amulet because it's so much easier to mulligan to 5 and then put a ring into play than it is to put a Titan into play and win from that. So I'm glad I drew the ring, but I might very well just not untap. But yeah, in those spots I think, yeah, I probably would rather have played a 62 card deck with 4 rings than a 60 card deck with 2 rings. If he has a green land, he can court for the cut, but he revealed a Wildgrove Walker. So I guess it might be that there is some kind of a Godless Shrine issue here. Godless Shrine Court issue. Alright. Can I do anything? Well, can I? I find it tough to do anything here. I'm confused. Doesn't this deck just play Titan when it can play Titan? The plan is to play Titan, yes, but what is going to be my next step? That is unclear. What can my Titan find? Is it perhaps to play a Vesuva, copy Vestige, find Vestige and Hanweir, haste Titan, attack, find Otawara and bounce land, bounce back Otawara while floating mana, and then bounce, 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 bounce Samwise Gamgee, I guess, in order to prevent Court of Calling from happening. Still, because we have a little bit of a read on my opponent having Court of Calling in hand. Alternatively, I summon a Titan and then I get 2 Lotus Fields, so I summon a second Titan kinda for free, which is probably slightly better. Maybe not. I cannot make it so that I keep up in Otawara, nor is it actually particularly good against Cord. No, I guess it's good. It's the same against Cord because Villain is gonna need another source of green mana to just combo off next turn anyways. Let's look at my deck again. Unfortunately, there is no way to weave the Mycosynth Gardens to copy my Amulet. This is what I'm really lacking this game. Who's insulting Birmingham in chat? I live here. Damn. Guess the coin deeps is a bit better. I think it doesn't matter actually. Vestige, Hanweir. Even with double Amulet, I would be in a slightly awkward spot with Hanweir not being tapped twice.
He's a phenomenal control player.
My lord once stood on the shore, looking for people ready to follow him.
No, yeah, this confirmation for Otawara, that's just so sad. Such a time waster. Poor one out for all those who live in Birmingham. So I was in Birmingham once or twice for a Magic GP and I don't remember anything. No co ty, kurde, jak zagrasz? But I literally have no recollection of anything besides playing the tournament. Maybe we went for a fish and chips.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Scries, one
How
top.
much you like TDH bans?
Walker. That works. Asian plays with humongous portions. See, I have no recollection of that. Asian plays with humongous portions. So, Villain Zerkuva had both Cord and Walker, so I guess I was still there to land. Needed a Grazer. Then I would copy Amulet, Lotus Field, Titan. Then I would have mana for transmuting, I think, for Lumra. Once again, we have both Hanweir Battlements and Kessig Wolf Run in opening hand. Also Lotus Field, number 2, which is also a blank, but I have Saga Amulet, so it's probably worth keeping. Lol, this music, totally perverted in Portuguese, Brazilian here, Hello Brazilian. And thank you for your input. Could you, I guess we listen to this song very often. Could you roughly translate the lyrics to us, I guess, so we could gain a better perspective? Also seems like Villain is playing Storm again, so opposing combo decks give me no respite today. At least I'm guessing it's gonna be Storm. Nope. Okay. Put it in my vagina, basically. Repeat it over and over. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. That does sound pretty humorous, I guess, in a way. Battlements or Woodlands? Which one is more important to have in play? Do I have plans to test the Shoal Necro deck I posted days ago? No, but maybe I'll play a league of it for science. Like, it's probably not actually great. Hallelujah Wayfinder decks are also always mostly focused on being neat and cool. I think I played the Battlements. It's the best one I haven't played. I don't think not having the Woodlands Available locks me out of anything. Ruby Medallion, this is a Boseiju Storm. What the hell? Will I give Mono Blue Belcher a chance? Maybe. But the deck looks unpleasant to me, so I was not really up for that. I guess I Lumra. Lumra. Bellow of the Woods. What if there was also, if they made Bloom Burrow, like they would make a second set of Bloom Burrow, but it would be like Shadowmoor. Would it be Lumra above of the Woods this time around? Discuss. But yeah, maybe I'll give Mono Blue Belcher a chance. The deck looks pretty unappealing to me. Kinda. Opponent is not ready to f6. But I think they are ready to die. Or rather, I'm ready to kill them. Well, am I actually? With the Wolf Run in my hand? How many basics does Storm play? I was supposed to copy Amulet. Oh, that's slightly awkward. 4 typically, I see. Chop suey, but the singers are swapped. Aye, cover. I cry when angels deserve to die. Alright, I guess we kill them. What if we play Phantasmal Image for Mercurial Land Clone? We seem to be cloning a lot. Uh-huh. It's a good suggestion. Father, father. Anyone in the chat being forsaken? This seems lethal. Another Mirrorpool. Keep one Boseiju. And now I deserve to buy. Gonna make one extra Titan just to be sure. Point smashing us with clock damage. Literally cheating.
He's a phenomenal control player.
30 years Canipoggers.
Not a good look, yep.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Hello Mr. Streamer, welcome back from retirement.
Hello, hello, chat. Thank you for all the subs. Remember that Twitch Prime is free to subscribe with. And remember that we are in September, so subs are actually cheaper now because of September. The beautiful initiative on twitch.com TV. So it's good that you're all subbing, but if anyone else wants to sub, then keep that in mind that you could sub even harder. This is 12 plus 12. That seems like I don't need to search with my second Titan. Instead dealing -10 damage, which puts my opponent at -10. And to celebrate the first game won today, I'm going to post yet another MTGO code in the chat, so get ready and copy it into your MTGO store immediately to receive 120 play points right away. This is where you enter your promo code, so do it. Maybe you can also grab a Lost Caverns of Ixalan Commander deck. Ahoy mateys. Why not? Dobra, dajemy Enduro, Plunking, Dismember, dáme do kurwa Vexing Bobla, Barrows Rounds. There's a 61, it's too much cards. Too many. Cutting Edge Maze. No i jedziemy z koksem, no. Czas się wyjebać. Does that code work for everyone or just first? Just first. So please say so in the chat if you used it. So I go Saga. Should I not use it if I'm stacked on MTGO? Well, I'm not gonna stop you from increasing your wealth a tiny bit more, but if 120 play points are of no value for you, then maybe someone could use it to cube draft at a time where they otherwise wouldn't be able to. That's Morgan, I think. Ale Łapsko, to mu kurwa pokaże, gdzie raki zimują. Kurwa, no nie wiem, a kipnijmy. What does Vexing Bauble do in this matchup? I feel like that's not the first time you asked a question, and it is. It stops Rao's ultimate, which is not clear to me if it's worthwhile, but I kind of feel like they have to ult Rao pretty often. In my experience. For the early wins, and if I draw it, I can just play it colorless. That's pretty nice. Do I need to draw an amulet? Even then, I have Hanweir in pen, so maybe should have played it over Bog. But if they were to make another treasure, that would be sick. Castrol, Monsoon Mage. Have I looked at the funny Fecund Green Shell Pioneer deck yet? Holy shit, so many things happened when I was away. Fecund Green Shell deck. I feel like I've seen a screenshot of that deck. There's so many Pioneer decks, and there's so many doomers who say, oh yeah, if you play anything else but Phoenix, you're an idiot. And then you just play Phoenix and you are an idiot anyways. I guess every creature has higher toughness. Kidnap, Spelunking, Negate, Fading Hope. Clifftop Lookout, what a card. 6 toughness each creature, so it's good versus Phoenix, true. Also, imagine Dream Drew entrancing a Pleasure Shredder, it's as good as killing it. For rest in peace, playing Swamp, what are they playing here? How do you search a basic? This? Like, Outcast Greenblade doesn't seem particularly playable. Kidnap is weird. Outcaster Greenblade was like top 2 uncommon in that limited. Yeah, but we're not playing limited. Co tam się chłop bryndzluje? Już Storm 5, jak nie patrzyłem. Vexing Bauble doing some hard work. They cast Wish already? Is that Wish search for Brent's Resolve or something? Okay, 2 lands in exile, green mana. Leptra with 7 counters. Keep green in the mana pool. You have claim. Did you not cast your wish.com card yet? Who knows? Let's make a useless construct. Alright, the hand I kept is maybe a tad slow, frankly. But Bauble stops Ral from ulting now. What a weird deck. Like, why? What is it? Like, what? Why? 2 negate, 2 fading hope, 2 Popatch formation. What caused those choices? What led to those choices? Ah, see? Bubble moment. Play fetch. Fetch. 4 mountains. What did I take out for Bauble? Rings. And a Hedge Maze. I cut 4 rings and 1 Hedge Maze from my deck. I think Vexing Bauble looks better than a ring would have. Wait, 2 Rals? That's crazy. Wish.com. How was Canada, by the way? Canada was nice, very beautiful, very nice to walk around, sightsee, hike. Did I see a moose? Yes. Well, sort of. That was already asked earlier in the stream. But I've seen a trophy made out of a moose from in a friend of my Canadian uncle. What's with the 1 to 3 points of inflation on Skip Song? That's just how it is sometimes. Whoa, kills Amulet of Vigor. I guess it makes sense. They visit a Tim Hortons? Yes, actually, many times. At least 3 times. What a game. So I guess they upgraded the Amulet and now we're just sitting here. Of course, a Pass in Flames kills me and I don't do anything. Games on Caverns. Sell at top 8. Curious. There's 11 cards in the exile zone, but who knows which one can be cast. Do they have the blue text? They do. So I don't know why they did that into the bubble. And why they didn't do that the previous turn then. Because it seems really like if they missed the bubble, then did they not miss it the previous turn? Are they trying to flip a second Ral, but that doesn't make sense. Do they have a Pass in Flames in hand and they just want to fuel their graveyard harder? They need rituals? Maybe that's it. In that case, I can't do anything, but hopefully that is not the case. But it would make sense. Also, they could flip Pass in Flames, right? With the ability and then cast that, so that's rough. Wish.com on the flip. Oh, so now you get Abrade and I'm dead. So it does make sense that they activated the RAL. Vexing Bauble not looking too hot this game, all things considered. I guess it did kinda buy me a turn. Maybe I had to move harder for a better hand. Whoa, really? Just kill me. Alright. Maybe they don't have another upgrade or something, but like then still they could have done the past move, but who knows? Okay, we got Boseiju. Halfway there. Well, halfway there. Halfway somewhere, I don't know what's there. They did not pick up their Giganta. Amulet looks so tough right now. Tough? Like Storm is a bad matchup, that's good. For the most part, it's fine to dodge. And the frog people with too many harbingers also are tough, but besides that, I don't mind, or at least I didn't mind a week ago. Although maybe the metagame flipped on its head and now it's terrible. I think they were 1 mana short from casting Pave with Ral. Sure, but they could have not cast the Wish.com. But also they just didn't end up casting the... They didn't cast it at all into the bubble. I think I need more mana. Might need more mana. And Belcher and Jeskai Drifter and Jeskai Control and Lotus Field. I don't mind Jeskai Control, although I've never played against Jeskai Drifter, but I suspect it looks too bad of a deck to be worried about. Just in general. Unless it plays Harbinger somehow. Yeah, Vexing Bauble truly showed my opponent. But let's double check if I hadn't bought it in Generous Ent. Literally the best deck according to win rate last week. Fair. But also, I don't care. Dobra. Not too many more medallions for them to top deck. Yeah, Jeskai is just a bit too bad of a deck. Who's my favorite Mr. Beast friend? I don't actually know. Let's say Jakey. Don't know how House does it. It's just Titan is good. You just, you know, you can look up his posts. Sometimes you dodge the bad matchups, there is a few of them, and then the rest is good, and he just plays against the good ones. It makes sense that he top ace challenges when he plays against matchups that are just good, right? And there's plenty of them. Like he posts results of playing as Eldrazi twice, Energy twice, some shit deck, losing once to Storm, and that's a normal tournament, my experience. That's how my tournaments look too, and then you win. We need Ent now with Pact, but Ent is in the sideboard. Yeah. Tough position. Point conveniently forgetting they have an 8 mana 5/5. Honestly, that's very convenient, yeah. Don't say that out loud because they're gonna summon it any minute. I don't know if I should play the other Boseiju. True, not really an 8 mana with the talismans, medallions. Oh, the mana is probably good. Who's my favorite MTGA streamer? It's Crockies. Will you watch the Mr. Beast reality show on stream? I know nothing of it. Chad, I am so behind. What's the deal with it? Mr. Beast reality show. Awantura o kasy z Ibiszem. Nowa? Będzie więcej? Kurwa, nie? Ja pierdolę. Kozacka. Still dodging Giganta. Did roll flip. Did roll plus this turn. Okay, any minute now we can draw Forest and win. A Ibisz to ile ma lat teraz już? Były memy, że on tak młodo zawsze wygląda. A chłop to musi mieć, nie wiem, 5 dych albo 6. No chyba 6 bardziej. Good time to join Analyst. I can go to Yemen. Okay, now they're gonna be able to ultra also. I think now they will not miss that. It might turn into a clock win at some point if my opponent keeps their pace. Because remember, I am up a game. But yeah, like that's really discouraging when you play against Storm and your opponent plays like this and they still destroy you and you stood no chance at no point. Be careful, you might get called a cheater on X, formerly known as Twitter. Sure. I can't stop Matt Kostko from saying anything about me on the internet. So I'll just take that. Past in Flames. Actually... Well, I mean, I'll die to the Pact. So, sure, keep casting. I was like, yeah, Pact for Endurance. So good. But actually no good. Are we the last match? Yep. Imagine they just lose every flip and Ral kills them. Damn. What are you guys? What? Whoa! Escape the Wilds. What are you guys' thoughts on McDonald's pricing nowadays? I miss McDonald's, but it's so hard to justify. It's actually pretty pricey in Poland. It costs as much like really any other decent restaurant. Bro, they cast Manamorphose with an empty deck and they kill themselves. Hashtag never concede. Holy shit. O, ja pierdolę, nie? Co to w ogóle jest? Why is there Questing Druid in my opponent's deck against Amulet? Isn't that like a post-board card for the grindy matchups? Let's keep. I can go Saga, Vesuva. I could mulligan this. Opponent is probably on Storm. I prefer going to a real burger place since the prices don't differ that much from McDonald's and you get better food and more of it too. Sort of. Like a real burger place, the burger is real food, but it actually doesn't taste anything like a cheeseburger from McDonald's. And I would argue that in some ways, a cheeseburger from McDonald's tastes better. Or like, it's very easy to imagine it tasting better to someone. Someone being, for example, me. Or rather, not even better, but just different enough that it's a different experience. It's a different enough experience that there's just not too... Like, it's not really the same category to me of foods. The secret of the Big Mac sauce remains well concealed. The Big Mac I actually dislike. Or rather, I don't like it as much. What do you like better? Spaghetti bolognese or spaghetti carbonara? Carbonara. But I like it the best when I make it at home, and I don't know if it's like how proper it is. Ale dobre fuj wychodzi. Pasta under test, holy shit. What is your opinion on the strawberry pasta that allegedly exists in Polandia? So, my ex-girlfriend enjoyed that, and it was one of the major reasons why we eventually broke up after many years of a relationship. Not explicitly, but I think it kind of dictated the general approach to life and grounds for disagreements. And I will probably never make myself strawberry pasta for dinner for myself. I think that is true. It's much like faster to make carbonara. So like the one of the reasons why I enjoy carbonara is that it's the fastest dinner to make from scratch that I can make, or one of the fastest, where I just go and it's ready. Oh, I maybe should have wypierdolić Urza Saga to kill the Might. What is a strawberry pasta? It's pasta with strawberries and then some kind of yogurt, or you can use strawberry yogurt or something like that, and you just cook pasta and you mix it and you eat it. Should I kill the construct? No. My opponent's gonna kill my Saga now. Okay. Weird move, opponent. Co ty robisz, kurwa? Lol. Only best players in the 0-1 and 1-2 bracket. Why, still holding every counter spell, watch out. No, I'm watching out so hard. Watching out. For real. Opponent, look out. There is a Primeval Titan on the battlefield. I mean, strawberry pasta is basically what when you've been too high or too drunk to actually buy food for the last 3 days and you have to make yourself a quick meal. You can't find anything that would match. Not really, I don't think it has that vibe at all. Shit, talking food is cringe. Why? Spy is playing artifacts, Urza. They're in my deck. I don't think I want to board in any interaction. It sounds intriguing. Well put. I'm glad that you can approach life with such an open mind. Okay, Prince. Ale łapsko. Lava Spore boots. Those boots were made for far more than walking. What else then? Any ideas? Though these boots were made for losing style on turn 3, I don't think so. Prismatic Ending prevented them from dying on turn 3. Well, not quite. I could Pact for Grazer next turn, but I don't think I'm willing to. I'll just play under Saga. You could try strawberry pasta, but only without bacon strips and caramel sauce. Okay. So like this caramel sauce on top of yogurt? That sounds like a bit much, but maybe. Pithing Needle. Choosing the onion ring. Sad. Did I see the TikTok of American moms putting a whole bottle of barbecue sauce on a dish for 2 kids? I did not know. So bacon on top of yogurt and strawberry is fine. I mean, also sounds like a bit much, but kind of interesting too. Interestingly, opponent did not equip the Lava Spore boots to swing with the Esper Sentinel. Perhaps they have the improvised mana leak in their hand, Metallic Rebuke, the name of which escaped me for a moment, but I reminded myself. Maria, Jean Julio, if you send me this TikTok, I'll gladly watch it and say, damn, those moms really are putting so much barbecue sauce on their kids' dishes. It is crazy. So just make sure that that's what you want. I guess if I play the ring, it makes them draw a card, so we don't play ring. Sticks of butter and Campbell's mushroom soup everywhere. I literally never heard that word before. What is a Campbell mushroom soup? Sounds made up. Milled only one land, but a Gruul Turf, which pays me back a lot of mana. Connie, what is the food like in Canada? Is it similar to USA's food? Yeah. So like we ate at home for many days, and then on one day I actually ate a poutine at Costco,
He's
and
a
I cannot
phenomenal
recommend
control
that.
player.
And then I ate Canadian McDonald's one other day. So that's what I got to try. But the Costco poutine, bros, that's some nasty shit. And I guess like the other day we also went to a Italian restaurant, and it was just Italian pasta. Probably similar to how it would taste in America, I guess. What do they put in your poutine? It was fries, just like normal fries, roughly like they tasted roughly like store-bought oven fries. Like the fries that you buy frozen, then you heat them up in your own oven, and then it was gravy, which is interesting but fine, alongside fries. And then on top of the fries was cheese, but the cheese was very unpleasantly looking. It had... What it reminded me of was something that I don't know the English word for, but visually, taste like flavor-wise it was not so bad, but visually, English smegma is the word I'm looking for. That was kind of visually the vibe. I can show the Wikipedia page for that. So that did look unpleasant. Later on, the gravy melted the cheese a little bit. O kurwa. Dispatcha miał. No dobra, dispatcha dostałem. So it was not too bad later on. But the first instinct was comparing it to that. What's the Polish word for smegma? Mastka. Or, less formally, you could call it a cheese from under the foreskin. Smagmash. And it does sound gross. Because I guess it is gross. If you think about it. Well, smagmash is not a word. Smagmash sounds pretty funny, but it's not real. It does sound like the Generation 2 Magma Pokemon. Slugma, I think, was the name of it. That's what it reminds you of. Slugma. It was a magma slug, so that's why it was called a Slugma, but Smagmash. I don't know English Pokemon names. This is always so crazy to me. As a Polish person, Pokemons were untranslated for me. So I absolutely cannot relate to a person not knowing English Pokemon names but knowing some funny German or French ones. Vivon, Zulul. We 2-2'd the Prelim. I got absolutely destroyed by Storm. We got absolutely destroyed by Xerkuva on double Giga combo Court of Calling, Birthing Ritual, Amalia, Samwise Gamgee deck. We defeated an opponent who drew from their empty deck with Manamorphose. 1-3 if the second Storm opponent was sentient. No, that's unfair to say. We were only in game 2. There was still a game 3 where I was going to be on the play, so I would just mulligan to a turn 2 or 3 kill and win. And then blue-eyed artifacts last round. You know. My cube actually has a blue-eyed artifact theme, and it doesn't work all that well. It's not a great deck. And we're playing Modern, which is vastly more powerful than Canister's Cube.